Hey everybody, and welcome to day 13 of the 31 Days of Tarot 2018 edition. This video requests are hosted by Ethany from ethany.com. And today's topic, it's a bit of a long one, so I'm going to read it out. What was your best, worst, or memorable tarot moment for 2018? Were there any messages that you were shocked to get or give, or a theme you kept getting? Was there a deck that surprised you or a reading that stuck with you? There is one reading I did last year that comes to mind, and I wouldn't describe it as like the worst, but it was memorable and it was very awkward. And so I sell gift certificates for readings, so if you wanted to purchase one for a friend, I offer that service. So this lady had received one of my gift certificates from one of her friends and had booked an appointment with me to come have a reading. And she sat down, we met, I introduced myself, I gave my little spiel. And then I asked, is there anything that is going on? Do you have any questions, any pressing issues that you want me to focus on before we start the reading? And she was like, no, I have no questions. There's nothing specific on my mind, just whatever comes up. And that is not an uncommon response, so I'm always prepared for those. So I kind of did what I always do. And I started laying some cards out. Started giving the reading, and then, started checking in with her to see if any of this was making sense. And she was like, no, none of this makes any sense. None of this is happening. None of that. I don't think any of that's going on. None of it made any sense. Like nothing. Like she was like, I feel like she was being totally genuine and honest, but she was just like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Like, so I was like, okay, I double checked, like, okay, could we, twist it this way or look at it this way? Does that maybe make it a little more sense? No, way off, totally off. So I was like, okay, well so I picked up the cards and I said, let's try doing this in a different way. So we did it again, same thing. She was just like, nope, don't get it, none of that. She's like, nope, that's not going on. Don't have this going on. Nope, that doesn't make any sense. No, I'm pretty happy in that department. And I was like, okay. I said, well, are you sure you have no questions then? Like, is there anything you want me to address? No, I have no questions. She's like, there's nothing I want to know. Nothing. And I didn't really know what to do with her. It was really awkward. So, and she was so apologetic because she, I didn't really feel like she was disappointed or like critical. I feel like she just came in to like honor her friend who gave her this gift. Like, I don't know if she was closed off because she just had zero interest in a reading or what. I think she did tell me that she'd never had her cards read before. But she was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I just don't have anything that I want to know. Like, there's just everything. It was almost like everything was good for her. It was just super weird. And I totally feel like she was being honest and genuine. Like, I don't feel like she was just being a skeptic and like totally shut down. But there was this element of her being very closed off. But I feel like for an honest reason rather than, a judgmental or a skeptical reason. Anyway, it was just an awkward 30-minute session. I'll just say that. Let me think, what else happened last year in tarot? I feel like the worst tarot moment last year had to do with the whole Doreen Virtue controversy that came up. I felt like it really divided the community. There were so many opinions. It was there was a lot of chatter about it, a lot of opinions coming out. I feel like for the most part, most people, you know, especially professionals who felt kind of an obligation to come out and express their opinion about it, were very honest and very compassionate to both sides. But I wrote a blog about it. I shared my opinion. And I got immediately like probably more comments on that blog than any other blog I'd written. I was getting like books in my email, like not just pages, but like chapters of email. Like people were writing novels to me about why Doreen was so bad, and they were trying to convert me. And it was a lot. It was a lot to take, and I expressed an opinion. I respect other people's opinions, but I didn't want to be pulled in to the drama, but maybe I brought myself in it just for expressing an opinion. I don't know, but there was a lot of hostility and a lot of aggression and a lot of anger and a lot of hurt, and it was a lot. So I feel like, and not coming from me, I just feel like coming from the community in general, and I had to kind of, like, I was taking on this much of it, and I was overwhelmed. So I can't even imagine what, like, Hay House and Doreen were getting when my meager little blog was igniting and inspiring all this, like, these crazy emails that I was getting in response. And I feel like people were trying to convert me to a side, and I just felt like there was a lot of hate and it made me kind of sad. And actually there was one reader, so kind of was happening just before I launched my very first Instagram challenge. I did one on the hero's journey in September, and it must have been August when the whole Doreen thing kind of came to light. Anyway, halfway through September during my Instagram challenge, one of the readers who was participating quit because her and I had a disagreement. So that was really unfortunate. That was probably the worst tarot moment last year. But I had a lot of great new clients, so I always love working with clients who are just present and enthusiastic and engaged, and they have open minds, and they are taking what I have to say, or they're like not what I have to say seriously, but I guess they're thinking about it seriously. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. You know, I feel like readings you shouldn't live by it. You shouldn't let the cards tell you what to do. So I guess that's what I mean when I say don't take them seriously, but take them seriously, is don't just do as you're told, but take some time to think about what you are being told and then make the decision for yourself. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So I love having clients like that who are just, they ask questions and they want to dive deeper, and they're very engaged. And yeah, I had a few of those, and then usually those are my best and happiest clients, and they'll bring in their friends the next time, which is awesome. So yeah, those are probably my happiest tarot moments. Was there a deck that surprised me? Not in any kind of profound or like disappointing or really great way, but I think if I had to pick one deck that stood out that surprised me in some way, would have been, and I don't have it within reach right now, otherwise I'd show you some of the cards, but it's the Sacred Rebels Oracle. And I found, working with that deck, I bought it for the artwork. Like I wanted to support the artist. That was my biggest motivation for buying it. And I think it did surprise me because I think I was just sort of expecting your kind of regular, I don't know, what is a regular oracle, I guess? I don't know. But, you know, something with like some keywords about, you know, happiness, friendship, go out in nature. I guess maybe that's what I was expecting. But instead I got these kind of like, you can go kick ass in the world. And like every time I'd pull a card, because I was using it kind of for daily draws for a little bit. And that's how the cards kept coming up. It was just like, you got this, you're awesome, you rock, like all you have to do, be strong, believe in yourself. It was like this really kind of uplifting and empowering deck. So I think that surprised me. And I don't know if that's like a good or bad. I guess I'm kind of neutral on that because I do like decks that do kind of kick your ass sometimes. Like they're not just like your cheerleaders, rah, 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 but like they kind of hit you hard and really make you think. But having said that, I might have a biased experience because working the little bit I did work with that deck, I found I was only getting like 5 cards. So again, that's another little surprise I got, was like every time I'd use the deck, I'd always get like one of 5 cards out of a deck of, I think there must be like 44, I can't remember, but which was really weird. So it was like this theme. So maybe my opinion of that deck is a little biased because I always got the same 5 messages all the time. So I guess there's a couple little surprises with that deck. That one kind of took me off guard, and I think I've still been kind of processing how I want to use that deck, or if I want to use that deck more. But I wouldn't say like I was like super impressed with it or like super disappointed. I'm kind of in the middle, but yet I was surprised. It wasn't what I expected. And I can't really think of any other sort of memorable moments in tarot that stand out to me. I think I pretty much covered it. Yeah. Anyway, those are I think my biggest, most memorable tarot moments of 2018. I will look forward to watching your videos, and leave me comments if you have any questions. Subscribe to my channel, and I will be back tomorrow for day 14. Stay shiny and keep sparkling.